Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome back to another video, this time with Verdun, a World War I game that I purchased on the Christmas sales on Steam. Here we can see that I'm playing as the Germans against the British and French forces. At the very start I can already hear some British men on the other side of this sandbag wall yelling some stuff, and I tried throwing some grenades back, but fortunately they were a little bit faster and they get the best of me. But look at this guy. Boom. I take him down with me. So just as he killed me, I had still the live grenade in my hand. So I cut out the respawn times. When you die, there's a considerable respawn delay. It can be up to 20 seconds and even more if the enemy side is low on players. So it's kind of like a balancing mechanism and just a delay. So here you can see I got one guy, but they're just storming right now our trenches. They spawn in again and go to the front of the action. Take a shot and that one hit. So I'm using right now these bushes to my advantage, but it didn't quite work out, as that French soldier clearly saw me, and I don't even know what he was doing there really. Here we can see there's some kind of mortar. I don't really actually know if we can use it or not. I'm not too experienced at the game yet, but not doing too bad at the shooting part of it. At the end there of this video you're gonna see some ridiculous fighting going on. So I want to see if I can get that French guy again, hoping that he's still about. But of course I'm trying to be a little bit sneaky. As you can see, I took aim at that guy. It can be very confusing at the first time you play it. You kind of mix up who's who, who's German, who's British, who's French. I think there's even Canadians in the game, but they're on there right now. So take a shot, get that guy, clean that guy up as well. I'm expecting a lot of enemies here. Hit someone. I'm not taking any chances, and right now I'm playing as the Grenadier class or assault team. Basically comes with the means. You can also have machine guns and sniper rifles. You have to offer something. And this guy got me kind of like I got the first guy. He had also a live grenade on him and detonated just as I walked past him. And the guy died really quick. And once again, they're storming the trenches. We just have to kind of hold out, hope that we can push them back, and hope not that they captured. If they would capture this, then we'd be pushed back and we'd have to fight to recapture this. But as you can see here, right now we're on the assault and I'm advancing ahead. It's always a risky part, but right now the enemy should be in retreat, so you can usually quickly run up in this moment. There might be a few guys in their trenches giving support fire for the retreating soldiers, but usually just a few of them, so this is the best time to attack really. So I'm kind of like a cautious player, so I go up here and I always take cover and shoot a little bit and then kind of advance. Here I'm just trying to pin down one of the defenders. Very hard to see. Just keep on trying and trying. Can't just get the shot, and yeah, didn't work out. So now I spawn again in the trenches, and once more I have to run across the no man's land and hope for the best. Hope that no artillery hits or some sniper from the defenders hit me in the process. Sometimes I run right into the trenches, and sometimes I'm more like a supportive player. Like right now I'm advancing a little, firing a little bit, and advancing, and then eventually I run into the trenches and help others out as well. Here again, just took a shot. Of course, making sure to have my gun loaded at all times, and here we can see that there's quite the attack going on. And of course I'm eager to join this, and using the advantage of my class, throwing some grenades. If there's any defenders, they're not gonna have a good time. So I used up both my grenades and nothing. And there comes an officer with a revolver. Luckily, I think I hit him there. And I'm being cautious here, and I failed to see someone. Now you can see just how many just came out of the nowhere, seemingly. And once more, all the way back. I think right now we have to again defend. So it's a game where it goes literally back and forth, defending, attacking, defending, attacking. Right now, we're in the defense. And I have always this theory of attacking. Either you shoot really fast like I do right now without too much aiming, or you take your time and aim. And I'm lately playing as the gunslinger, where you just fire and fire and hope that it hits, because if you do this enough times, it comes eventually naturally to you. So you get really good at it. And there you could obviously saw I totally failed that volley, but every now and then I manage to hit one after the other and they just fall like flies. But other times, as you just saw, I missed literally all the shots. Quite embarrassing, but can't always win. So I'm just gonna defend this area with these comrades here to my left. See if anybody's trying to push through, and oof, they hit me. So we can see that somebody called in gas from the enemy. I'm trying to avoid it. You can use gas masks, but yeah, it's not very pleasant. It really limits your sights. I'm just trying to avoid it altogether, really. So I'm going back to the area where I died, and I'm just throwing some grenades because I'm suspecting that they're close. Be hitting anything though. Once again, we're taking this position and I'm just firing away, and the casualties are quite high on this side, the left flank. They're really trying to push through there. So I'm gonna continue going back to the left flank because I suspect that they're trying to do a breakthrough there. They actually almost nearly succeed, if I remember correctly. I'm taking this path, and I just can't seem to advance to the left side. Once more, being very wary of the area, because as you saw, they're taking advantage of the trees and bushes, and it's really hard to spot them. Here I'm just being careful again. I can hear them, but I can't really see them. So I'm gonna take one pot shot. Doesn't work out. Grenade. Might get lucky. Not really. Ah, there it is. Got one. And again, death. This is just really hard position right there. So I'm gonna continue trying to support this side. We can't let them get through. Be really careful. Looks good so far. This is where it gets dangerous. So, not taking any chances. Grenade out right away. Spam those grenades. Hope for the best. Go through one. That guy really hit me bad. Had a little fly there. You also have to watch out for the barbed wire. If you get stuck in it, you can get killed, and it slows you really down. See, they're already in the trenches. And that guy's in a really strange position. So I know that there's more of them down there. And just as this guy comes up to me, one of my comrades, I can see one guy there, but I can't seem to hit him. I could hear that they throw the grenade, and it just made it on time. I don't think the comrade there survived, really. So that was a really close one. So I'm gonna try to flank on the left side here again. Oh, they're there. plenty of them. And once again dead, so this is really a death field there. Left side is totally overrun, totally unsecure. So I'm just trying to shoot down the reinforcements. But here you can see it's not really working out right now. Limited to 5 shots in this weapon. The British have a gun that enables them to have 10 rounds, and the French have some strange rifle. I'm not too familiar with what type it is, but it has usually only 3 maximum that you can put in the chamber, but it shoots a little bit faster than the German and British counterpart. Taking some of the tree, taking advantage of the vegetation, just shooting out that reinforcement. Every now and then I do get lucky. I'm just gonna try holding this position down as long as possible. Right now we can already attack, but I decided to stay back a little, because when the opponent retreats, it's a good time to shoot them in the back as they do. You can see I got a long shot there. So I'm just still waiting to see if there's any other guys retreating, because sometimes they are tricky. For instance, when you are ordered to retreat, you have 60 seconds to return back to your trenches before being shot for desertion. Some of the enemy players, or even your allies for that matter, decide to remain for that 60 seconds in the enemy territory, and they don't care that they die in the process. So these ambush players, they don't care that they die, and they shoot any advancing soldiers in the back if they are lucky enough to remain undetected. So they kind of do it as an ambush tactic. So here I'm still not on the attack, I'm still just kind of being a supportive player here until I die, and there it is, died now. And now I spawned on my commander, and something really strange happens here. I fly through the floor, so one of the rare glitches that I did encounter in this game. So now I'm forced to run all the way back to the enemy, and it should be okay because a lot of our units right now are at the front lines, so the enemy is occupied with those frontline soldiers of ours, so I don't have to worry too much about my advance. But as you can see, I'm still being very cautious. Give there a few shots, and sometimes it seems like I'm shooting at nothing, and sometimes that is the case, but whenever I play this game, and you know, if something looks like a human being or something that looks like it's moving, I just fire away, and sometimes I get a kill like that as well. And shoot anything that moves, really. That's my style. So again, taking a few shots, advancing. Looks good so far. Nearing the trenches. Of course, cleared out with some grenades. Always a good thing to do. And there indeed, somebody was hiding there. Kill with a grenade, and just as I go in here comes the British officer. Just my luck. He uses the revolver to finish me off. I got really taken there by surprise. Luckily for me, my officer is here and I can just spawn on him. So this was actually a really good officer that we had, because he just kind of stayed there, played it with low risk, and we just kept on spawning on him. Now here, it looks like I'm doing pure ownage, and I shoot that guy and think that's him, and there was another fellow right behind him. I couldn't see him, I swear to God. He was camouflaged behind his comrade, and like that, I missed a kill. And now this guy, he's gonna own me so badly. It's gonna be embarrassing to watch. So here I'm just being careful and thinking, he might have gone away. Check there. And them. And this guy gets me. Once again. I think it's the same guy who's gonna kill me over and over again. So here I don't think that he's advancing too quickly. Gotta play it a little bit more safe here. Throw out a grenade, see what happens. Nothing. So I go out slowly. I'm not expecting anyone, and there he is. He gets me again. So now I'm aware that he's there, and luckily I can keep on spawning on with the NCO. So I throw again, once again. Grenade out. Clearing it, trying to hope to clear it. Throw another one there. And despite the fact that I kill him, he still gets me. But now I know that he's definitely gone. So time to advance, but now I'm being really cautious here, so I'm just throwing grenades like crazy, and indeed there is somebody there. He tries to run for it, but the blast still gets him, and he kind of flies. And here, 1, 2. I got plenty of kills this time. Got lucky. Of course, gonna use this opportunity to reload, and this guy thinks I'm an enemy and starts firing on me. I'm like, yeah. Well, it wasn't a foe there. So I'm just running through the trenches, hoping to catch them off guard, unprepared. And I'm also looking to see if I can snipe any of the reinforcements that is to come on from there, that trench there on the far side. I don't think any reinforcements come here, but a wild machine gunner appears, and he has to hip fire that gun. He can't aim it down the sights, so he's just hip firing, and he caught me like that. Rather inaccurate way of using it, but sometimes it works. It's rather crazy. So I know he's somewhere around, or some of them broke through it to the trenches. So again, taking full advantage of those grenades. This guy runs and he gets shot, so I take the opportunity before that guy can bolt his rifle and take a shot there. His first shot, second shot hits. And of course, as you notice, this game is mostly one-shots, so kind of like orchestra. You shoot that guy while he's while he's jumping. And now they're coming. And I'm quickly trying to reload as fast as possible because I know he's coming. And there's the machine gunner again, and this is the fight that I was mentioning about. And now it's kind of hand-to-hand combat here. We're trying to kill each other, and he gives me a smack. Give him a good few smacks. Try to shoot him, can't, and finally got him. And 1 or 2 seconds later comes the reinforcement. They just missed the party. And there it is. The battle was already coming to an end. So here's the scores, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So this is XallZall Rising signing off, and see you next time.
It's a long, long way to Tipperary.